What's happening, everybody? On YouTube, Steve here with Rake and Profit over at rakeandprofit.com. In this video, I want to share with you 11 things you need to do before you start selling on eBay. So I've been selling on eBay for over 3 years. At one point, it was my full-time gig, and that's actually how I quit my job. I was working at pizzerias, retail stores, gas stations, like I said, delivering pizza, Cracker Barrel. I was working a bunch of crappy jobs, and I was actually able to quit my job by selling on eBay. But I want to talk about 11 things you must do before you start your eBay business. So with that being said, let's dive into today's video. First thing that you're going to want to do before you start your eBay business is to determine what types of items you're going to be selling. There's so many items out there you could focus on. You could focus on selling clothing, which is actually the route that I took. You could focus on electronics, on computer items, on video games. There's a million different directions you could go. But I recommend, I really do, I highly recommend that you focus on one thing at first, kind of find your niche and something that you could really master and really get good at. And once you really master that and really develop all the skills you need necessary to know exactly what to buy, to sell, to make money, then move on. So I would highly recommend find at least one item or one category or niche that you could really focus on. Number two, the second thing that you must do before you start an eBay business is to understand your business model, right? And if you're not sure what I mean by that, think of it this way. You know, I have friends who their business model is, it's the fast nickel, right? They want to get items, they want to flip them quick, and they don't mind making only a couple dollars. Whereas I have other friends and colleagues who run eBay businesses, and this is kind of how I was when I was running my eBay clothing business, is I kind of had the slow dime approach. That was my business model. I didn't mind sitting on my inventory for longer times to get more money. So you really want to develop a business model at first. And you know, this might come with time. You might not be sure, you know, if it's your first time around, what kind of business model you want to create. But just know it's really going to help you to kind of get that in your mind. Like, listen, say to yourself, is my goal to flip items fast? Can I find tons of products out there? Do I mind, or do I mind holding on to them for longer periods of time? So think about your business model, and that'll definitely help you out big time as well. Number three, the third thing that you're going to want to do before you start your eBay business is to ask yourself this one question. How much money am I willing to risk/invest in my eBay business? I see so many people going into this blind, right? They have no clue. They don't even look at their finances. They just dive right into eBay, and next thing you know, they're broke. You know, maybe you're hand to mouth. Maybe you're working a part-time job or a full-time job. Maybe you have a family. Maybe you have all these responsibilities and bills, and you only have a certain amount of money to dedicate to this business. That's great, and it doesn't matter if you only have 10 bucks a month or 20 or 200 or 1,000, but you want to determine how much money are you willing to risk and invest in this business, because it's going to take money, right? Like they always say, it takes money to make money, and it's going to take some money. So really take a look at your finances before you get started. Ask yourself, you know, how much money can I invest? You know, do I have any money in savings? And also, you know, how much money, you know, if I lose it, would not like absolutely destroy me. You know, if you only have $500 left in the bank, and you know that's a necessity and you need it to pay bills and to take care of your responsibilities or to buy your baby diapers, I mean, don't blow that. So you want to start with something small, and you want to risk or minimize your risk as much as you possibly can. So you need to ask yourself that question. Number four, and this is a big thing that a lot of people fail to ask themselves before they start an eBay business, and they kind of dive into it a little too quick, is how much time am I willing to commit to this business? Because it's going to take time. If you guys are just watching YouTube videos like mine, or you're reading blog posts, or you're checking out these TV shows where people are just making a killing and making all this money, while that is true, a lot of times they don't show you the other side, which is the work, right? Going out and sourcing at Goodwills or thrift stores, auctions, flea markets, pawn shops, wherever they go. It takes a lot of time to actually source the products, and then you got to bring the products home and store them and clean them and prep them and photograph them and ship them out and deal with customer service. So it definitely takes time. So you're going to want to ask yourself, how much time am I willing to invest in starting an eBay business? You know, is it an hour on Saturday? Every Saturday afternoon you spend an hour going sourcing and you bring it home and you list a few items. If that's it, that's fine. But you got to be aware of this. Or maybe you can dedicate 3 times per week. Whatever it is, there's no wrong answer. But ask yourself, how much time can I commit to this business? Because you're not going to see the results. You're not going to make the money without investing the time. And it's just really, really important. Number 5, and this is a big one as well. And this is something that I kind of lacked at first when I started my eBay business, and I wish that you know, I could go back in time and change it, but it is what it is what's your plan for bookkeeping? And you're probably thinking to yourself, bookkeeping, what do you mean, Steve? Well, as you know, as an American, or really in any country you live in, typically you're going to have to pay taxes. So you want to keep track of your books. You want to keep track of all the items that you purchase. You want to save your receipts. You want to track your expenses, your cost of goods, your cost of supplies, equipment, mileage, all that stuff. So you want to put together a little plan for how you're going to take care of your books. Now, while you are selling on eBay, you're probably not going to get a 1099 at the time of this recording if you don't sell at least 200 items and $20,000 in transactions. So I believe at the time of this recording, eBay will not send you a 1099, which is pretty much their way of communicating with the IRS that you're making an income. So at the time of this recording, I don't think you're going to get one if you don't sell that much in that quantity, but you still want to keep track of it all. And all because you don't get a 1099 doesn't mean you're not supposed to claim your income. So that's a whole nother story. I'm not a CPA or an accountant. I'm just a guy on the internet making a video, but you want to have a game plan for that. A few good resources to look into. Actually, one good resource is GoDaddy Bookkeeping. So check that out. It's a really awesome software for eBay sellers, and they'll actually sync transactions from your credit card. It'll sync your eBay sales, and it'll kind of bring it all together in one location for you to make your life a little easier. So definitely check that out. Number 6, the 6th thing you're going to want to do before launching your eBay business is to figure out your devoted space for the business, right? And what I mean by this is you're going to have a space to be able to store all of your items. You're going to have a space to do your photography, a space to ship and hold your supplies and equipment. So you want to devote a place in the house or in the basement or a shed, wherever you are, a garage, for the business. You don't want to make the mistake of, you know, having everything just all thrown around your house and it looks like a JCPenney outlet and it's a mess and your spouse is freaking out on you. Don't make that mistake. Also, if you're a young kid, which, you know, when I started, I was like, I don't know, 5, I don't remember. I'm turning 29 now. I was living at my parents' house and I had everything in my bedroom, right? So you don't even want to know what my bedroom looked like, but it was crazy. I was selling clothing, like I said, and it was a mess. I don't want to relive those memories, but have a game plan. Try to get a dedicated space if you can and try to keep things organized. Number 7, the 7th thing you're going to want to do before you launch your eBay business is setting your goals and expectations. I'm a really big believer in goals. You know, I love educating myself. I'm a big fan of Tony Robbins, Brian Tracy, Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. I'm really big into all those resources and self-development. And if you look at the common denominator amongst most of the most successful people in the world, whether it's, these big businesses, Microsoft or Warren Buffett or Tony Robbins or just successful eBay and Amazon sellers, they all have goals. So you want to set some goals, take out a piece of paper and just write down some goals. Say, my goal for the next 3 months is to earn $1,000, whatever it is. But write down your goals, set some expectations. It's going to really help you to push forward and give you that motivation to keep moving on when you're hustling and trying to make money. Number 8, the 8th thing that you're going to want to do, and this is kind of leading up from the 7th one, which was creating goals and setting expectations, is ask yourself, why are you starting this business, right? What's your main reason why you're doing this? And, a lot of people think it's just the money, right? You're probably like, Steve, come on now, man. What kind of question is that? Obviously, I'm starting an eBay business because I want to make some side cash. I want to make some money. I want to make that cheddar, baby. But it's more than that, guys. It's always more than money. Us as humans, we don't just want little pieces of paper with dead presidents on it. Like, the paper doesn't mean anything unless you're out in the woods trying to be your survivalist and you need it to start a fire. But what's the main reason why you want the money, right? Why do you want the money? For me, I want the money from eBay, from Amazon, from Craigslist, from e-commerce, because I want the freedom. I want the money to be able to do what I want, when I want. I want the money to be able to pay my bills. I want the money to be able to give me the freedom so I could focus on things that really help people and make a difference in this world. What's your reason? Is it to pay for your kids' college tuition? Is it to go on a vacation to Disney world? Is it to whatever? I don't know. There's a million different things, but what's your main reason for starting this business? Ask yourself this question. I'm sweating, guys, because I'm pumped up right now for you guys to start this business. But what is it? What's the main reason? It's always more than money, so ask yourself that question. Number 9, accountability. Yes. Who's going to hold you accountable? Who is going to hold you accountable when things get tough? I highly recommend that you either go onto Facebook or you reach out to a friend or maybe a loved one or your girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, all that, and set up an accountability partner. Tell them what you're trying to do, what my goal is. You know, maybe your goal is over the next 2 weeks to start up your eBay account, you know, to put in your tax information, your credit card, to go out and source 5 items from a garage sale or a thrift store and list those five items up. Tell somebody and say, listen, this is my goal. I want you to check in 2 weeks and say, Steve, John, whatever your name is, did you accomplish this goal? Having someone put leverage on you and hold you accountable will give you so much more momentum in the long run, and it's really big. So if you can, find an accountability partner. Number 10, the 10th thing you're gonna wanna do before you start up your eBay business is at least figure out what equipment and supplies you're gonna need to purchase. Now, you know, I'm a firm believer in just taking action and jumping in it, but there are a few things that you're gonna wanna kind of figure out. Like, for example, if your goal is to sell clothing, well, it's probably gonna be a good idea to purchase either a hanging mannequin for 30 bucks off eBay or a nice $100 dress form mannequin. Obviously, you're gonna be shipping items out, so you're gonna wanna pick up maybe some poly bags or some bubble mailers or some boxes. So kind of get a feel for the equipment that you're gonna need. I'll be sure to link up some videos below in the description and some resources that can help you out to determine like how to ship items, what you're gonna need and stuff like that. But get a feel for what you're gonna need for equipment and supplies, and it's gonna help you that much more when you get started. And the last thing, number 11, we're almost done, guys. Number 11 is, what am I willing to sacrifice? And I know I'm kind of giving you guys a lot of tips on like mindset and self-development, but it's really, really imperative for your success. What are you willing to sacrifice? We all have routines. We all have habits. We all have daily rituals, right? You know, we all have our days that we live out. Maybe your habit is to wake up in the morning and exercise and then go to work, and then after work maybe you come home and eat dinner, and then typically maybe from 6 to 8 you watch American Idol, and then you read a book and go to bed. Maybe that's your ritual. Well, if you want to start an eBay business, you're gonna have to chop out a chunk of your day that you typically, you know, spend doing something else, and you're gonna have to sacrifice that to build your business. So in that previous example, maybe instead of watching American Idol or America's Got Talent or what are all the new TV shows coming out? I don't know, guys. I don't even watch much TV. But you're gonna have to replace that with your eBay business. Or maybe on Saturday, you know, you spend it doing whatever. Well, you're gonna have to spend it, you know, running your eBay business and building up your eBay business. So ask yourself, what am I willing to sacrifice? We all, if we wanna accomplish anything in life, especially eBay, we're gonna have to sacrifice something. So determine that. Hopefully this video helped, guys. To run through real quick, number 1, determine what types of items you will sell. Find a niche if you can. Number 2, understand the business model that you're gonna be going after. Now, you don't have to fully understand this, but ask yourself, do I wanna flip items quick, the fast nickel approach? Do I wanna flip them slow for a higher profit? What's my feel in terms of what kind of business do I wanna run? Again, that will take some time. Number 3, how much money are you willing to risk and invest into this new business, right? Take a look at your finances, ask yourself a few questions, and just get a better feel for what you're willing to risk and invest into this business, because as I said before, it takes money to make money, at least at first. Number 4, how much time can you commit? As you guys know, with anything, right? Anything in life, whether it's a relationship, a business, health, any type of social event, takes time, right? It definitely takes time to grow anything, to develop anything, to make something worthwhile. So ask yourself, how much time am I willing to invest in this business, and kind of chunk out a time that you can invest in it, whether it's a Saturday afternoon or, you know, 6 to 8 instead of watching American Idol doing your thing. Number 5, create a plan for bookkeeping. It's really important, guys. You know, when the IRS comes around and they want their moolah, you better be ready to pay them up. So definitely get a plan together. Take a look at GoDaddy Bookkeeping. Number 6, devote a space for the business, whether it's a garage, a living room, your bedroom. Number 7, set some goals and expectations. Number 8, why are you starting this business? Ask yourself, why am I really trying to start an eBay business? It's not the money, guys. You think it's the money, but it's always more than that. Is it the freedom that you want? Is it the vacation? Is it the love of, you know, impressing your spouse? I don't know what it is, guys. There's a million different things out there, but really figure out what's your why, what's your burning desire, because when things get tough, this why is gonna drive you forward. Number 9, accountability. If you can, find an accountability partner. Share with them what you want to accomplish, your goals, your desires, what you want to make happen in this eBay business, and have them check up on you because I tell you right now, for me, if I got no one watching over me, it's tough, But over the years, I've developed mentors and people that I run businesses with, and they check up on me and they keep me moving forward, guys. So try to find people like that in your life who can help you in a positive way, right? You don't want them being jerks. Number 10, supplies and equipment. Just look into it a little bit before you start up your eBay business. Look into poly bags, boxes, go to the USPS website, get a feel for, the cost of shipping, and kind of get educated in that because you're going to be shipping out a lot of products when you get things moving. And number 11, the last tip before you start selling on eBay is, what am I willing to sacrifice? Ask yourself, what are you willing to sacrifice to make it work? What are you going to give up in your life? What are you going to exchange? Are you going to say, bye-bye American Idol and hello sourcing and shipping? What is it going to be? You're going to have to sacrifice something. So ask yourself that question and just realize that if you want to, make anything happen in your life, if you want to grow your eBay business, if you want to make more sales, if you want to create that freedom, if you want to save up for a vacation, you're going to have to sacrifice something. So again, guys, thanks for watching this video. Hopefully it helped. If you're just getting started on eBay and you're not sure if you can do it, if it's possible, I want to say right now it is possible, guys. I know hundreds of thousands of people making money on eBay. Some are making 50 bucks extra a month. Some are making, a couple $1,000s a month. It's really up to you. It's a learning process, but, it's 2016, guys. The possibilities to make money online and the internet, they're endless, and eBay's definitely a great opportunity. Definitely look into garage sales, thrift stores, pawn shops, retail stores, online arbitrage, Craigslist. There's a million different ways to source products. Take it a step at a time. Be willing to learn. Minimize the risk as much as you can at first. Be willing to make a mistake, but grow and learn from it, and you're going to get to where you want to go, and you're going to make this business work. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, show some love, leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought of this video, and also let me know where you are from in the country. I'm interested to know who's watching this video, and subscribe to this video. Hit the subscription button below, and any more videos that I create in the future will go right to your YouTube feed. So with that being said, good luck on your journey. Go make it happen. Take action, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.